Good morning, everyone. It's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, and I'd love to welcome you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies here with us today. So welcome. What I'm going to have a quick look at first up is one of my beautiful viewers asked, well, is Trump actually, rather than Israel, follow up of my reading the other day, is Trump looking at going to the UAE, so the United Arab Emirates, because apparently they don't have a extradition treaty with the US. I'll have a quick look at that. But what I just want to bring up is a few news pieces that came to my attention. Apparently, Deary has said that he's very unhappy with both sides, both the DOJ and Trump's lawyers, because they're squabbling over what actually is considered classified and what's personal. So apparently there's a letter that was written to the Department of Justice by, I believe, Trump himself, a copy of which was found at Mar-a-Lago, and because it was to the DOJ is saying it's classified. However, because apparently the copy of the letter that was found was not signed, Trump's lawyers are saying it's personal, and the DOJ can't confirm whether the letter was actually received or not. So yeah, you're getting it. And Igor Donchenko, he was one of the ones that supplied information for the Steele Trump-Russia dossier, had been brought to trial by a DOJ lawyer, but it was a Trump-era DOJ lawyer. I think it was started back in 2000 and whenever. I saw the date, but I didn't write it down, so Google it if you need to. He's been acquitted. So the jury found that the information that he supplied, he was being charged with lying to the FBI with the information that he supplied in regards to the Steele dossier, and he was acquitted. So they basically found that he didn't lie. So that's good news. What I'm going to have a quick look at is Trump to the UAE, and apparently Letitia James has requested $240 million worth of Trump org assets be frozen and go through an independent auditor for the 2022 financials, so an outside auditor. And apparently Arthur Engoron, and I'm sure I've pronounced that wrong, who is one of the New York Supreme Court judges, will consider that freezing of assets on the 31st. So I'll have a quick look and see whether that goes through as well. Actually, I might do that one first. Let's have a quick look. So I'll just use pendulum, and then if we need to, we'll have a look with the tarot cards to see if it plays out any further. Okay, for those that are new to my channel, and I noticed I got a lot of new subscribers, so thank you for joining me, is I like to try and have my finger in shot that is holding the chain so that you can see that it's not me moving the pendulum. Oh, a lot of energies here today. So the circling means that it's ready for me to ask a question. Usually I say, "G'day boys, can I ask a question?" It starts circling on me, but it is ready. Back and forth, front and back is a yes, side to side is a no. Can you show me a yes, please? Can you show me a yes? So that's back and forth. And can you show me a no? You'll see it starts circling as it changes direction. Can you show me a no? And that's a no. Okay, can I ask a question, please? So also those that are new, my two guides, Meister, whose real name is Angus, but we've agreed on Meister, is a Gaelic Celtic warrior from, gosh, a couple of thousand years ago. He's got a long story. I have told his story in the past, and my other is a Australian First Nations spiritual healer who likes to be known as Narin, and Narin is Warramai for uncle, which is a form of respect and endearment in the Aboriginal First Nations culture of Australia. Okay, he's ready for the questions. Will the $240 million worth of assets be frozen? Will they be frozen? And that's a yes. Can I ask a question, please, guys? Thank you. Can you tell me if some of the assets have already been moved out of Trump Org? Can you tell me? Oh, I didn't expect that. That's a no. Okay. Interesting. So, what I might do, I might pull a few cards anyhow and just see how it plays out. Let's have a quick look. So these are my Golden Universal Tarot cards. If you've got any questions about Master and Naren, please ask away. And I do apologise that this table wobbles while I'm shuffling. It's a little card table poked in the corner. When I built this house, I was not expecting three of the occupants to be working from home. So therefore, I've been left with the corner of the lounge room. While another one gets the office and another one works in their bedroom. So you'll occasionally see me in the bedroom when everybody's home as well. Okay, just tell me the story about these. Yeah, it's a happy family. We have a happy family and we work well together and we respect each other's space. Okay, 240 million in assets, Trump Org assets. Coming to in front of Russia has popped out. Or something new being reborn. Which one is it, Master? He's saying Russia. Okay, don't know what it's got to do with it, but we'll see where the cards lead us on this. Tell me about these 240 million in assets. Perhaps some of the assets are owned by, or part owned by Russians, I don't know. Okay, going in front of Engoron on the 31st to be frozen. Tell me the story of these, please. Tell me the story of these. Tell me the story. How are these assets going to go? Are they going to be frozen? Just tell me the story of these assets being frozen, please, guys. Okay. Okay, again, for those that are new, when the cards stick in my hands like that, it means that the shuffling is finished. But what they've done is they've thrown out 3 cards at me. Just trying to work. I'll just ask, sorry, excuse me for a minute. Because they've thrown 3 cards at me, I'll just ask whether they're in the correct order. Morning, guys. Are these cards in the correct order, please? Okay, that's a yes. Let us have a look. Okay, bring you down. Yeah, they're going to get frozen. They're going to be suspended. They're going to be paused. And something to do with the past. I might draw some more cards on that. Naivety. Okay. And an ending. Oh, thank you, Master. So, again, for those that are new, what he often does is I'm looking at the cards, I do a little very quick meditation on them, and he'll just go and plop something in. I know when it's Master and when it's Naren. Naren's very quite silent. It's mainly Master. But yeah, he just plops it right in and leaves it to me to interpret what he's put in there. So yeah, they are going to be suspended, which backs up what Pendulum was saying. What did he say about that one, Master? What did you say about that card? He was telling me that it's going to be a simple process. A simple process? Was that what you were telling me? Because I stopped to tell you, I completely lost it. A simple process. And then things will be wrapped up. Okay, thank you. May remember I did a reading the other week on Trump about that was the New York case that was going to really affect him by the end of the month. This is what it is. Because I completely forgot I'd done that reading. 31st is the end of the month. So it is going to be an ending. by the end of the month. That's interesting. I'm still pulling from the top here. Things are going to be looked at very closely, brought into the light and looked at very closely, and loss. So that's interesting. Russia, again, you saw me shuffle. Russia's going to, okay, I'm going to bring you down. I'm still drawing from the top. So we had these 3 cards come out originally. So I'm still drawing from the top. So what I've got is things are going to be investigated. This is the independent auditor who will be looking at that assets haven't been moved out, but also the legality of the 2022 financials. Loss, Russia, something seedy that is something that's going to be exposed, and it is a crossroads moment. It is a real crossroads moment in this case. Okay, so yeah, things that have been hidden are going to be brought into the light. The swamp basically is going to be, something's going to crawl out of the swamp and be exposed in the light. Okay, that wasn't necessarily what I expected, but yes, I just remembered that was the from the reading the other day. Okay, what I want to have a quick look at now is Trump going to flee to the UAE using my Trip and Wait Tarot? I'll just ask Pendulum first, and then we'll clarify it with some cards. A little bit long. I'm on down. Morning, guys. Morning. Can I ask a question, please? Thank you. Is Trump looking at fleeing to the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, because it does not have an extradition clause? Yes. Okay, good pickup. Ask again. It's ready for another question. It wants me to ask a question. Will he actually flee to the UAE? That's a no. Ask a question, please. Is it because they don't want him? Yep, very definitely. They don't want him. That's what I was picking up the other day, that he's, it was really quite strong the other day, that he's got all these plans. He thinks he's loved by these overseas countries, but they honestly don't want him. He thinks it's all going to be hunky-dory and that he's going to be welcomed with open arms. What was the statement he's released? It was, they love me in Israel, I could be president there if I wanted. No, it's not going to happen. Okay, let's have a look. Just a few cards on it. Trump and the UAE. Just tell me the story. Trump and the UAE. Trump and the UAE. Oh, they are slippery cards. Trump and the UAE. Oh! Interesting what's flowing out. Okay, let's have a look. I don't usually read upside down. Those that know me know that I don't read upside down because there are enough negative cards in the tarot deck without actually reading upside down, but this one's thrown out. Now, up the right way, it can be the victory card, but one of its meanings that I have been drawn to is that it is more a case of a need to be seen. So putting messages out there that keeps one in the limelight. Upside down is that he's irrelevant, not being seen. There is work going on behind the scenes in regards to this, trying to make it happen. However, few of my followers very much point out that this looks like someone making license plates in prison. But yeah, he's working away behind the scenes trying to make it happen, or his lawyers are, or somebody on his behalf is, but it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Devil energy. They don't want him. They think he's toxic and dangerous. Base of the cup, base of the pack, new beginning. It's in regards, so, emotional overwhelming. Okay, thank you. Emotionally overwhelming. It has been about the partnerships that were involved in Trump org, but this lies and deceits has become his burden. And he's basically trying to juggle money. Not usually how I read. Usually I do an extended Celtic cross, but this is how they've fallen out. But yeah, they don't want him. He's considered now toxic and irrelevant because of the financial lies. Okay, the financial lies and the fact that he's bringing nothing with him. He's burdened, and he's not bringing anything with him. And he's going to find out the hard way. Okay, thank you for joining me for that reading. That just answered a few questions. Yes, he is wanting to, but no, he's not going to be able to. They don't want him. So thank you for joining me. I shall catch you shortly. Take care. Love to you all. Look after yourselves.